Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great day. I will try to do the same. AP AMX 30 French Tier 8 Premium Medium Tank. We are here on the phone booth we call Ensk. Fighting in a phone booth. I've had several videos on falling back and farming. A lot of them have turned into losses, just trying to make the best game that you can out of a situation. Let's take a look at being able to do that and actually win this time in the AMX 30. I take a look at this. It's an encounter map. We are faced off with a BZ, an AMBT, a T69. So we got really good tanks on the other team. The T69 not so much. I think the Iron Arty kind of trumps the T69. And then various cats and dogs down lower. So I'm in the middle of this, or sorry, I'm actually at the top tier of this in my AMX 30. I don't want to run into obviously the BZ and the AMBT. That's a quick way back to the garage. Let's take a look at how the team deploys here and what my decisions are, because I sort of put myself in a square corner and I've got to use the speed of the AMX to get out of it. All right, so I take a look at how this is going. I do like on this particular map to get up and get to the position I'm going to go to and look for some free shots. And unfortunately, I'm not really paying attention to what my team's doing, but you can see already what's developing. Nothing good. They're all headed to town, and I don't see that until a little bit later. All right, so that's an error on me. Watch for those kinds of things. We're going to come up here looking for the tree to go down. We're going to go ahead and try to get a little more cover. What I was concentrating on was the 2801, thinking he's going to give me shots. Oh, look, there's an SMB out in the open, but now I'm starting to see the AMBT come in hard. And I'm thinking, uh-oh, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, this is not good. BZ came down the tracks. He's right there. The AMBT pushed up with him. And oh golly, not good, fellas. This is not good. We have the Arties, a Challenger, and everything else that we have any kind of power in has bailed out of the field. It is time to get out of here. And I'm thinking I may not make it. Can I get a shot on this guy? Is he gonna? I'm thinking I don't want to get shot in the side by an AMBT, but you know what? I have to go. When the AMBT goes to the other side, that's my cue. Let's bail out of this thing. T-3045 has their attention. That's a good thing for the moment. We're going to cross over here. I do get spotted, unfortunately, because that's going to give, unfortunately, the BZ a shot. He misses, thank goodness, shoots right into the ground there, so I'll take that. I don't know if he was shooting at me or 3045. Already misses, yay, and I get out of it, all right? Only just. Notice that my entire team is in the city, and I really, really wish I'd have noticed that earlier, because it would be great if I was over in the field and I got a couple shots and whittled them down, but I wasn't able to do anything. And if I stayed there, I was going to die pretty much uselessly. So we're going to leave it to the smaller tanks to at least slow them down, make them think about it. We're going to come over here. I'm going to add my gun into the heavy brawl around the city. Not my favorite way to do it, but I don't have that choice, right? The enemy team, or sorry, the green team has decided that they're going to push into the city and fight in this area. All right, fine. If that's what the way or the thing that you find is happening, the way they want to fight, then go ahead and try to leverage that as best you can with your own tank. I thought about continuing to push in behind them, but it was a little early for that, and I didn't want to stay on the road. Obviously the KV-2 with this derp, so I'm going to have to fold in here. Not my favorite plan, but we really need to start killing these guys. But pretty quickly, we're going to have 3 Tier 8s behind us. But right now, we have a bit of an advantage over here. We've got the Super, we've got the M449, and myself. I blocked the King. I don't know who he was shooting at. It's kind of interesting. All right, so he gets a shot on me. That's fine. We push in. We've got to break this down. We do not have time to let these guys stay alive. There we go. So we kill him. I sort of expected the KV-2 to show up on my side, but he doesn't. Come over here. We got an OI. Not a particularly great tank, but still dangerous if he hits you with the big gun. These guys are getting crushed. Down goes their T69. Good kill. KV-2's thinking about it. The OI has shot. Didn't actually notice that. I wish I had pushed out a little bit sooner. Put a shot into him. And we'll push in. Go around, try to get out the KV-2. And you'll notice that behind us, the BZ, the Type 59, and the rest of them back there have broken down the little defense that we had down there in the south. And now we're all pushing around together. Try to get in front of the T-150. Got a Saint Mill here. We need to push up here and bounce off of him. Yep, there you go. Nice ricochet off of Saint Mill. Yeah. Good ram by the Iron Arnie. I like it. Okay, this is going to be a bit tricky. We've evened things up, but we got a BZ. So let's be careful with this guy. A little zoom. Pop him. We'll back up. I'm thinking I might be able to get in behind him here. He seems to be in the middle. He's not reloaded by now. I know that. Uh-oh. Okay, there's a TD down there. That's not great. Let's see if we can sneak a shot into the BZ. Hey, look at that. Worked out. Got up underneath there into the lower plate. Thought about going down the middle, but this is not onslaught mode where there's an opening. So you sort of get trapped in there. Not my favorite place to be. Try to sneak a shot on him. Works out. Very nice. And now we're pushing in. And I'm starting to sense that this is going well for us. All right, we got... Notice that myself, the M4, the Iron Arnie, and to a large extent the Super, although did he die? No, he's over there. A good portion of us all stuck together and moved together, and we had a focus fire thing going on. Their team sort of scattered a little bit, and it cost them dearly. They have some guys together in the middle, but we're moving around the outside trying to nom all these dudes. This SMB looks like something we need to get rid of. Oh, didn't hit anything. I want to make sure he dies. I don't want him living somehow. I'm pretty sure he's going to die, but let's just help out with these fellas and get rid of him. There we go. Now we'll swing around. We'll take out the Sturv, and it's all looking to be much more comfortable. A bit chaotic at the beginning. Went to a spot that was untenable. Noticed that they were pushing in hard. Got the intel from the light tank. Made unusual for me. I'm getting better and better at it. Made a decision to bail out of that thing early vice late. Swing around here, add my gun into a better position for us to win. The reason I'm struggling here is my brother-in-law switched my auto-aim button to one of the buttons on the mouse, and I've been playing with that for about 2 days, intending every time I see it to get out and change the button back to my right mouse button, but for some reason I have not done that. He missed. We're going to go in for the ram on this guy. There we go. We get a whole 85 out of him, and we finish this thing off. 3,180 damage, 2 kills, 220 assists. I think a good example right there of a smaller map of seeing a bad situation, falling back, and getting with the team. Frankly, I would have liked, if I'd have noticed it earlier, to be with them from the beginning. But to some extent, at least I was a little bit of a worry to them because I was around. Obviously, once I bailed out and I knew I was gone, then it's not a factor. Good on the lighter, smaller tanks for giving them a little bit of something to think about for long enough that we're able to clean up the guys in the city. And this is why going city is so dangerous on this particular map. If the enemy team had been able to hold on just a little bit longer, if I hadn't, for example, pushed in and got in behind and started breaking it down, maybe we do a little more peek and poke, we'd had a BZ behind us and an AMBT behind us, and that would have gone very, very poorly. So we were able to break it down and push through them and then swing all the way back around and get into the side and behind them in kind of a counter flank, if you want to call it that. It's a timing thing in this game, guys, and it can be very tricky. It can be very near run. I would say that the enemy team was really close to breaking us down, just like we broke them down. If that flank had been able to get in behind us, and maybe if it had come in a little bit more together, then they may have given us trouble. But we were able to escape to the south through this area down here before they were able to get that pincer going, and we went through one of the arms of the pincer and knocked it down. There you go. So falling back to a win. That's all I've got for today. Let me know what you guys think down below. I appreciate your support of the channel. As always, we will see ya.